want to say a few words just to thank everyone for coming here tonight. This is the third time that I've had the chance to stand up in front of a lot of familiar faces, but I also see new faces. It makes the board of E-Ink, it makes the staff of E-Ink very happy to start seeing our reach grow in the community. We serve over 7,000 kids across the greater Boston area, and to see more new people join us at these different events gives us great confidence in the work that we're doing, not only in the classrooms but outside the classrooms. This isn't a celebration for E-Ink. This is a celebration for most of the people in this room. I mean, most of you that I see here either donated, whether it was a cash donation or an in-kind donation. There were a lot of moving parts to transforming this space into what you see here. Most of the people that are new to the event tonight, that are their first time in this space, I hear this is very cool. This is awesome. This is it's a great hands-on learning experience. At one point a year ago, it wasn't like that. This is where they used to build dory boats, and this was an industrial space. We had a very tall task, a very tall fundraising goal of transforming this space into something that you could actually learn from. And it wasn't the countless hours from the staff, it was not the countless hours from the board, from Ricky, it was the donations, it was from the community support from not only Charlestown but outside of the neighborhood. It was the donations from District Council 35, the Painters Union came in and they completely painted this whole space. They fixed the walls for us. Local 103 was able to provide a connection to an electrician that actually has sort of the same sustainable thought process that we have, that came in and were able to upgrade the life safety systems, was able to upgrade everything to actually fit this space out for this exhibit. This exhibit is on display typically in Chicago at the Peggy Notebar H Museum. So we had to go through some, I would say, decent-sized renovations to do that, and that cost money. We went into this with a $100,000 budget. We were able to lower that cost by around 25% through the in-kind donations and make up the difference through donations from a lot of people that I actually see in this room. So don't give us a round of applause. Please give yourselves a round of applause for everything that you guys have put into it. I'm going to hand the mic over in just one second to someone who, this is his third time visiting the space, and it seems like every time he comes out here, something happens the night before on the national level that just kind of throws you for a loop. So I'm hoping this is the last time, Austin, you get to speak here, because we can't afford many more changes. So I want to invite up Austin Blackmon. Austin has been a great supporter of E-Ink, of the space. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for the support in the community, and thank you for everything you do in the city of Boston.
Well, thank you so much. Despite all the unfortunate circumstances, the first time I came to speak here was the day after President Trump was elected. So I had to give a little bit of a pep talk to everybody, let them know that it was going to be okay, that everything was going to be fine here in the city of Boston, particularly since we've got great leadership, not only at the state level, but in particular from my boss, Mayor Walsh of the city of Boston. Obviously today, a little bit of news on the climate issues as well. I'm proud to say that Boston is maintaining its leadership again because of Mayor Walsh. Earlier today we held a press conference, talked and directed some comments to the administration, urging them not to pull out of the Paris Agreement. But with no further ado, I want to make sure that I give the stage to my boss, Mayor Walsh, because he is such a leader. He is so passionate about what E-Ink and Ricky and the board are doing here. There is no better way to make sure that we ensure the future of our climate by teaching our children how to care for it. And that's really the underlying mission of this location. And I couldn't be more proud to introduce someone who feels that same passion and is very, very happy himself to be here, my boss, Mayor Marty Walsh.
Thanks, Austin. And this is the last time Austin is coming here. Can't take it anymore. 3.5 years, you can come back. Let me just get a few thank yous out of the way. Just James and the board, thank you very much. This is incredible, and what you've been able to do with the help of the building trade and so many other people. So congratulations to all the board members here. Ricky, thank you as well for the tour. I want to thank Danny Ryan, State Representative Danny Ryan, who on a state level, before he was a state representative, he worked with Congressman Capuano, and certainly they've done a lot. Congressman Capuano in his office, and when Danny was there, they were doing a lot. They were ahead of the curve when it came to climate change and global warming. And certainly as a state representative, he's a real partner as well. So thank you, Danny, for your partnership and friendship. To all the neighborhood activists and council, Michael and other folks here, thank you for being here today. Really, the schools, Warren Prescott, Harvard Kent. Anyone else? Others? No, just 2 schools. Okay, so 2 great schools here in Charlestown. I want to thank you for being here today. It's kind of not ironic that I'm here today, but it's interesting that I'm here today because of what could be coming out of Washington. It's all right here. It's all right here. What this building is all about, what this means in here. I think that we have to continue to educate our young people, and I want to thank this nonprofit because that's exactly what this is, a nonprofit, and to be able to support it and people that we can help you with getting more support, it's important because these young people in front of us, they're the future scientists, they're the future doctors, they're the future people working in the world. They're the ones that we're trying to reverse some of the damage that we've done to the earth on for them, for the future of what's going to happen here. So it's important. We're also in an area that in our Imagine Boston 2030 plan, Charlestown, parts of Charlestown is actually with sea level rises underwater. And we have, I know Rebecca's here from Spalding, and when Spalding was built, they built it with the understanding of protecting it with the environment. They built it on stilts, so it's one of really the first true green buildings that we have built in the city of Boston that's actually on the waterfront that will actually rise, and the way they designed it, we have to get more towards that. And Spalding did that for a lot of reasons, and we should be proud of the fact that they're in Charlestown and that the building is like literally right across the street. Probably one of the most prepared buildings for climate change in the world is probably right outside the door here. So again, I think it's important for the young people to understand that. And so we have to continue to work and fight for the future for our kids. Today we called a press conference. Austin's doing some incredible work in City Hall with climate change. The city of Boston for 3 years in a row has been ranked the #1 climate-friendly city. We're going to continue to shoot for that. We put a plan out there to be carbon neutral by 2050, way aggressive than the last plan. We're leading the way in a lot of different ways, but it's not about me, and it's not about Austin, and it's not about Ricky, it's not about James, it's not about the board, it's about these young people here. So again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty pumped. I watch the news every night, and I saw the weather on the news, and I knew they were in front of a green board, but I could never figure out how they did it. It's right in front of you. So I learned something today. So thank you very much. All right, we'll go down from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1.